Hey, good morning, everybody. Still dark here. I'm getting a pretty early morning shave in. Let me just get some coffee real quick. Pretty excited for today's shave. Gonna be going with this gorgeous That Darn Rob brush. There's a coin at the bottom. This comes with his Fanturian knot. This is actually gonna be my very first time trying this knot, so I'm pretty excited. Going with my Osiris Bladeworks San Mai 9/8 half hollow with the gorgeous desert ironwood scales. And other product I'm really excited to try is gonna be Raven Rook. This stuff is awesome. It smells awesome. Yeah, this is gonna be my very first use of it. So here, this is what it looks like in the tub. It's got like a grayish tint to it. It's gonna be the activated charcoal. And from what I understand, I've seen some of my friends use it and stuff. This stuff can just take water for days. So I can get a nice load. And I do have the matching balm as well. Not really a balm guy, but from what I've heard, it's got a little bit of alcohol in it. It's not quite like a traditional balm, so I'm pretty excited to give it a try. And that's probably too much, but as you can see, even though the soap is gray, no grayness in the lather, so nice and white. I'm going warm water shave today. It is chilly for Hawaii. So I decided to use warm water. So Raven Grooming, for those who are unfamiliar, is the same artisan behind Wild West Shaving Company. Russell Barton makes some excellent soaps. He is also making straight razors and still makes the hand-turned wood brushes under the same name. So please check out Russell's stuff. As I said, this is going to be my first use of this particular, the new base. But just the standard Wild West Shaving Company stuff is just excellent. So I have some high expectations of this. Really excited. Just want to rinse the soap off, and we're all good. So I really like what Russell's done, and instead of having his label for the ingredients on the bottom, he put it on the inside of the cover. So if you're like me, you like to rinse your soaps off after you've used them, get all that lather off. The entire container will get wet. So on some of my soaps, the bottom label is starting to fade if that part's not waterproof as well. And that's just a nice way to combat that. So real quick, just want to talk about this knot. This is nice and scrubby.
but when I paint, just real soft. Soap is looking great already. And I am just going to hydrate it a ton. I saw a live shave done with this soap by my buddy Sean Mason. Shout out to him for letting me use this brush as well. But he did a shave and he decided to try and break this soap. So just keep on adding water until it doesn't lather up correctly anymore. You know, it gets thin. And he used a pretty normal load at the beginning, probably about, 20-second load. And he got 8 lathers out of it. And he only stopped because the brush burn got a little bit too much for him. But I mean, this stuff can just take water. Yeah, that's real nice and dense. Man, that's looking awesome. Just gonna add a ton more water to it then. Yeah, not even fazed by that big dunk. Even though it looks like it's mostly dialed in.
So I mean, just looks wise,
it's a very impressive lather. Okay, just gonna finish painting. All right, call back. Yeah, I like the lathering aspect of shaving. Could probably go all day with the lather. So I do have a nice pimple right there.
so I'm gonna have to watch out for that.
But just let my water run for a little bit, get hot.
Dry my hands off. Heat up my blade.
All right. Let's get going, see how this soap is. Right off the bat, I can say it's slick. Residual is excellent. So I've buffed a few times. Can't even tell there's no visible lather.
Yeah. Whew. That is nice. Yep.
Too used to using the cold water. Alrighty, this side. Just gonna have to watch out for that pimple right there.
Very nice. Whew, yeah.
This is gonna be a good one. Oh yeah. Post shave. Well, I mean not post shave, but just the feeling on my face. Very, very nice. Yeah, it goes on nice and thick again. I really like it when a soap goes on the same way the second and third pass as it does the first. It really doesn't affect the performance, but it's just like it's just something I like to see. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it really doesn't affect performance on the soap at all. It can go on, you know, really thin, even almost invisible, and as long as it's giving you some slickness and protection, really doesn't make a difference. But I don't know. It's just nice to see. I feel like a lot of the high quality soaps will do that, so just going by that logic makes this one pretty good. Yeah, muscle memory. I just reached for that cold water. So, I have to stop myself, but yeah, this is my very first use with this soap, and it was really easy to lather. it is one of those soaps
that has a really wide water band, but I wouldn't call it particularly thirsty, because in order to get like just a nice voluminous lather, it really didn't take a lot of work. I think sometimes those terms can get a little confused when people talk about hydration of soaps. So to me, when you say soap is thirsty, it means that in order to dial in the lather, so to get it hydrated, to get it slick, you need to add a lot of water. And so that soap by default does have a kind of a wide, large water band because it does need all that water, but it's not really properly dialed in until you add all that water. But a soap that's easy to dial in with a wide water band is a soap that you can just add, kind of, I guess, normal amounts of water. It's all relative, these terms are a little vague and hard to describe, but you don't have to add water for days and just work at it. You can just add just a little bit of water, maybe just start with the dampish brush, and you're pretty good to go. And when I say wide water band, if you do want to take it and just keep adding water to it, maybe just really take the slickness to another level, then you can do that. Like right now, we'll see what this stuff does. So I just added a really good amount of water, especially for a third pass. I'm gonna do it again, and we're just gonna work it a little bit, see what happens. Yep, didn't really get any thinner. Just took that water, no problem. So some people have asked me when I lather up why I don't lather the mustache first. They're like, "Oh, are you growing a mustache again?" No, I don't like to splay the brush on my upper lip because the lather tends to get into my nose. And then there are, ways around that. People say like, oh, you can, wow, that was quite loud for like 6 a.m. But yeah, people are like, oh, you can hold the knot, kind of like this. I'm gonna do it even though I don't like to. And, splay like that. But for me, I don't really like to get my lather on my hands all too much. So I'm gonna just leave that there. See, not mine. My fingers are all lathery. Is it a huge deal? No, but especially when dealing with straight razors, I like to keep my hand as lather free as I can. Mostly because I like soaps with great residual slickness, and even when you clean off your hands really well, sometimes they're just a little bit slippery. So, that's just me. But, alright. Last pass. I'm going a little bit too long. So this one might be a more silent pass.
But something I have been doing real quick is on my chin when I come cross grain. On my next pass, I open up my angle more, and that's more aggressive. So if you're maybe a little sensitive in the chin area, it may not be such a great thing for you to do, but if you think your skin can handle it, I open up my angle, and that helps me get pretty much a BBS shave on the chin without having to go directly against the grain, because right over here I can go right until here, and then right here it gets kind of caught, and it's not necessarily uncomfortable, but I just don't want to risk pulling too much and either getting my lip or my nose or something. So that's what I've been doing. Works really well for me. So you know, if you want to try and get a closer shave without going directly against the grain on the chin, give that a try. A little bump.
That's all right.
I might got myself, but I just got a little bump right there with the heel.
Oh yeah. So I tried doing two-handed Fool's Pass, and what I've come to find is I've been doing it for one-handed for so long. When I use two hands and try to go like that, like you see a lot of other YouTubers do, I use too much pressure. So I'm not used to having two hands, so I end up actually pushing with both hands, and I end up using too much pressure. It's not, I don't get irritation up there because of that, but it does tend to be slightly uncomfortable for me. So oh, that's an excellent shave. Yeah, post shave, real 10 out of 10 stuff. Now use some cold water. Yeah, that's awesome. Alrighty, I'm gonna finish it off with the matching balm. I have no clue how much to use, so I'm gonna go with that amount right there. Yeah, that was a good amount. Yeah, it does have a little bit of sting to it, but I got a real nice and comfortable shave from that awesome edge, so face is feeling quite nice.
But yeah, very impressed with that soap. Especially just my first use of it. It was no problem to dial in, nice and slick. I had pretty high expectations seeing the uses and reviews of it, and happy to say those expectations were met. I'm gonna pull out the lather just so that you can see some of the peaks on it. So very nice white lather, very nice and peaky. So yeah, excellent stuff out of Raven. Let me just clean up the brush a little bit, make it a little bit prettier for the recap. Yeah, this TDR Fanchurian knot, very good. Kind of kicking myself for not getting one myself. But yeah, just excellent shave all around. Everything was great. So, quick recap. TDR, That Darn Rob. So this is Sean Mason's handle. Not too sure what kind of burl this is, but this is wood and resin on top with his Fanchurian knot. Went with my Osiris Bladeworks, 9/8 San Mai, half hollow, desert ironwood scales. Very, very gorgeous. Went with Raven Rook. And finish it off with the matching balm. So, thank you guys for watching. Had an excellent shave. Hope you guys do too. A little bit of a bleeder right there, but that's alright. And I will catch you in the next one. See ya.